This one's crazy. Like, have you guys ever heard the story of the guy who was on trial for murder and he was able to prove that he didn't commit the murder because they found footage from an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where they were at the baseball game and he's in the background?
Yeah.
And they could prove, like, that was at the same time as the murder.
Yeah, Larry David had to go and access the shit. They didn't even publish that part. I think.
Right.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So this reminded me of that because a man was released from prison. He was wrongly accused. He was 35 years into his life sentence, and he got released.
Whoa.
So in 2007, he was in jail, and he was watching Mythbusters.
Yeah.
And it was an old episode where they were talking about lighting gasoline on fire with a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the old movie myth is like you can light, you know, you make a trail with gasoline, you throw a lit cigarette,
I've
and
seen
it lights.
this episode even.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Right. So this guy was in jail, though, because there was like an apartment fire that he was blamed for. There was like a false confession where he said that's how he started the fire. So while he was in jail, he was watching this. He contacted his lawyer. He's like, I saw that same episode and I was thinking about you. And they were able to, because of that episode, prove the science that he couldn't have been the one that lit the fire, or at least not the way that they said he did, because you cannot light a fire that way. So obviously it took years after they saw this episode to like get the appeals and get out of court, get in, you know, through the courts and get out of jail, but he's out now.
Who did light it with the cigarette?
I don't know.
Who was able to, like, how was it lit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds...
The biggest problem
fishy.
is that there's not someone like sitting there in the court, like vetting scientific information.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
scary.
shouldn't like a lawyer have some kind of like, can you imagine like being like, oh, that's right, I had to fucking wait 35 years. Like, I never fucking looked that up at all. I'm your lawyer. I never even looked up, hey, is that even possible? Like my guy's telling me, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Can you at least figure out like what happened?
It's because media makes us all think it's possible, though. Everyone's like, oh, that's I've seen it 1,000 times. Of course you can do
Hollywood.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
It's a movie
like
thing
a
for
lawyer's
sure.
job is like not to like, it's to like fake it almost. You know what I mean? It's to figure out a way to where you're right. Can we just make it look like I'm right? Like, that's your fucking job.
And it's just like, shit, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, right. He was just like,
sorry.
Oh, damn it, he's right. I did see that on TV. 35 years later, watching TV. Oh, apparently I'm a terrible lawyer. Like, do you just like lose your fucking... I think if that happens, right? And like, I don't know,
like enough times where it's like 4 of my clients are in jail when they weren't supposed to be.
Shouldn't you at least like incur some kind of fine? Some kind of like if you're okay,
negligence.
That's
or
what I'm
something,
saying.
Right. You could, at least if you had my cousin Vinny as your lawyer, he knew how long it took to make grits.
Yeah.
He was like, no, that's bullshit. Your science doesn't add up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.